Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to discuss about the infratemporal fossa. The infratemporal region is situated below the middle cranial fossa. So this is the middle cranial fossa, and the area which is situated below this is the territory of infratemporal fossa. This infratemporal fossa is bounded in front by this maxilla bone. So this is the maxilla which is bounding on the anterior side. This is the posterior surface of maxilla. Here we can see this is maxilla. It is forming the anterior wall of infratemporal fossa. Then medially it is bounded by the lateral pterygoid plate. So this is the lateral pterygoid plate. It is a part of sphenoid bone and it is forming the medial boundary. Then above it is bounded by the greater wing of the sphenoid. This one is the greater wing of the sphenoid. It is forming the superior boundary. Then posteriorly it is bounded by this styloid process. It is a part of the temporal bone. This is forming the posterior boundary of the infratemporal fossa. Then below it is open. Infratemporal fossa is open on the lower side. Then the lateral boundary is formed by this we can see over here. This is formed by the ramus of mandible and the coronoid process of the mandible. These structures are forming the lateral wall of infratemporal fossa. This infratemporal fossa contains the lateral and the medial pterygoid muscles which are arising from this lateral pterygoid plate. Then mandibular nerve and its branches, chorda tympani nerve, otic ganglion and its connections, maxillary artery and its branches, along with pterygoid venous plexus. They are found in the infratemporal fossa. Then the communications of the infratemporal fossa are: anteriorly, this infratemporal fossa communicates with the orbit. As we can see, this is the inferior orbital fissure. Here we can see this is the inferior orbital fissure. Through inferior orbital fissure, the anterior wall of the infratemporal fossa communicates with the orbit. Then medially, this fissure, as we can see, this fissure is lying between the lateral pterygoid plate and the posterior surface of maxilla. So this fissure is known as pterygomaxillary fissure. So medially, through pterygomaxillary fissure, this infratemporal fossa communicates with the pterygopalatine fossa. So through this fissure we enter into the pterygopalatine fossa. Then above it is continuous with the temporal fossa over here. This is the temporal fossa. So above and laterally it is communicating with the temporal fossa. Then above and medially, here we can see the foramen ovale and the foramen spinosum. Through these foramen, the infratemporal fossa communicates with the middle cranial fossa. So through these foramen, we enter into the middle cranial fossa. So these are the communications of the infratemporal fossa. I hope you understand well. Thanks for watching.